Okay, let's go through backing up the entire website manually. This is something that you can do if you want to have a quick way of restoring something. For example, if you're updating all the WordPress themes, plugins, stuff like that, or if you're making some major changes, this could be a great way. It's also a way if you want to, for example, take this website and put it on a local setup or environment. It can also be done in a few minutes. What you have to do is go to Duplicator and Packages. What you'll see here is the overview of all the packages. As you can see, there are no packages yet. I'm about to create one. I usually delete them and just store them locally. But I guess that's a preference choice. So what we're going to do, we press New. There are some settings. I don't really care about them. I go ahead and press Next. Okay, so the scan is complete, and what you see here is that there are some notices, and sometimes they are important, sometimes they are not. But let's just go through them one by one. Okay, so the first one we see here is like we have some cached data. Sometimes it can, yeah, it says right here, cached data will lead to issue at install time, increase your archive size. Yeah, well, it's easy just to clear the cache, and you'll get rid of that. Also, I haven't really had any issues with it yet, so don't mind that. So file checks. Okay, so our setup, we actually have like an add-on site, and you can also see here add-on sites. There's a notice, and it's the .biz. So what we want to do is let's just unclick it. By unclicking it, it actually filters it so that we don't take any files which is in the .biz website, which is fine. And the next thing we can see on the filters is like we have some really heavy or big file size files. Yeah, I think they're fine. Honestly, they're gonna be. It's PDF files and some big images, but it's okay. And let's go ahead. Say we skipped the .biz side, so there's some name checks, and the name checks. Yeah, it's like and special characters. This is just not optimal for web, honestly, but I didn't name them, so I just uploaded them. Let's go to the overview. Okay, so it has something with the database. I think this is fine. Run and repair, blah blah blah. We can actually do this through WP Rocket. It has a feature to do that, but yeah, also this WP Optimize. It's like a one-click, and then it just upgrades your database and clean up a lot of table rows, and you'll see the file size is huge. So we might do that, but let's just try to build it. And also do notice this file size, it's huge. It's like 15 times bigger than the usual website that I have experience with. But let's build a package. It might take several minutes, and it might also actually time out on some host environments like one.com and stuff like that. It always times out, even if it's like a minor website. Anyways, once you get a package, there will be a button where you just click the button and you'll be able to download two files. One file is called installer.php, and the other file is like some zip file with a really long name. Yeah, okay. What we see here is set of constraints. Okay, so what I think is going to happen, yeah, look here. The PHP max execution time, it says 120 seconds, and that's all right. I think right now this package is probably running in the background, or at least it should be. Yeah, so we see here that it's actually done. We can click the installer and the archive. These are the two files that I was talking about. And if you want to restore this backup, all you have to do is take these two files, go to the FTP or through the file manager, at our web hosting. Right now our web hosting is on siteground.com. Have a developer help you, and then just upload the two files into the root folder. Once you do that, you will just take the root domain, which is freetrailer.com, and then you say installer.php. It's gonna say that you didn't rename your config file or your web config file, which is a WordPress file. And what you want to do is look at the root, find web config.php, rename it to like or maybe it's called config, but I think it's web config. Just rename it something different like web config backup or something like that, and then you'll be able to just go through this step-by-step guide. It's very short. All you need is the information, the database information, and then you just type that in, and you can basically just press build. It's very easy. Else there's also a lot of documentation for it, but this is a way to do the backup manually. We should look into some more uh, routine like backup, but I guess someone will take care of that.